Okay. So when you want to create the connection, you require the commands. The command is nmcli, Network Manager Command Line Interface. One another command, that is nmtui. So this is a command line. When we want to create a connection, we can use this command also, and we can also use this command. This provide a graphical interface. This provide a command line interface. So this is called graphical and this is called command line. Then I will discuss from starting from this, then after then I will discuss nmtui. So now I will discuss how to create the connection, how to delete the connection, and how to modify. So these are two things that I first discuss. First we will create, after then we will delete, then modify the connection. So first, how to create a connection. And I want to check how many LAN card, how many NIC. NIC means network interface card. How many LAN card we have. So how I can check this? I want to check how many LAN card we have. So which command is used to check the LAN card NIC information? We can use nmcli device status. We can check device status. We have only one LAN card that is connected through my Ethernet connection. That is, at this time, this is disconnected because recently I have installed this fresh machine. So there is a connection. The connection name is ENS33. When we install any Windows, any Linux operating system, one connection will be created automatically. And we want to create a new one. Then how we can create? Suppose we want to create a connection for the LAN and we want to create a connection for the WAN. When we want to connect to LAN, then on this particular connection, and we want to connect to internet and other types of, or we can use WAN connection. So we can create multiple profile. Multiple profile. It's also called the profile for the network connection. Okay, so it's also called the profile, and we can call this connection, we can call this profile. How to create a connection, how to create a profile in our network? We want to check how many connections at this time we have. nmcli connection, nmcli connection. When we type C, then type tab, it will automatically complete, because your Linux operating support tab function. When we have only starting, when we have starting word, keyword, we remember, then type tab, 2 time tab, then it will show the information about the commands, related to commands. Okay, then we type connection. So this is the command. It will show me the connection, but it is at this time it is not connected. It show double hyphen. When we connect this, so it show my device name. What is my device name? Device name is this. So it will show in the place of this. So now we want to create a new connection. So what we will do? You will type nmcli. This is the command. Then type only enter. It show only the information related to my LAN card. This is my LAN card. This is my LAN card. So we have a Intel 825. This is my LAN card name. This is my Ethernet. The speed of this is this. This is the MAC address. This is the hardware. This is the MTU. So this is my LAN card information. This is the information of my LAN card. We can check. Suppose nmcli, what we want to, then type two time tabs. We can check the device information, we can check the connection information, networking information, radio, monitor. We have lot of options. Suppose we want to create a connection. So we can use connection command. We can use connection command, connection. And what we want, we can add the connection, we can delete the connection, we can modify the connection, we can up and down the connection. If we want to up the connection, when we can up, we can down, we can down. We can create clone and other options also. Suppose we want to add a new connection, then add NMCLI connection add, then only enter. It will give me the information. Please give me the information of type. What type of information? This. This is my Ethernet connection, just like this. This is a type. So just only type Ethernet. Then we type, then Ethernet. Then again enter. Because we don't remember the all command. Then it will give me the information. Which argument we will pass? So it will show me the argument if name. So we can type if name, interface. So this is my command, this is my connection, this is my argument, add, we want to add the connection, type name is Ethernet interface. What is my interface name is? Interface name is this. So we can type, suppose we don't know, then type double tab. So it will show me the information of my interface. So we type E, then tab, then enter. So your connection will be created. So this is the command to create the connection. Suppose if we don't remember, then type command, then enter, again enter, again enter. So we can connection, we can add the connection, type name is this and interface is this. So we can create the connection. Then again we type, another connection will also be created. Then again we will type. So now we can check. We create 3 connections. NMCLI connection show. We can check. How many connections we have created? We have created this connection. We have created this connection, this and this. This connection will automatically connected. We can check. This connection will automatically connected. So we can create multiple connection at a time. Suppose we want to delete the connection. What I will do? Then type delete command. What is the connection name? Connection name is this. So give the name of the connection will be deleted. And we want to also delete the one connection, it will also delete. And we want to delete this connection, this also delete. So these are the commands. What are the commands? This is the command to create the connection. And this is the command to delete the connection. So how to create the connection? We can use add command. How to delete the connection? We can use delete command. Suppose we want to specify the name. We don't use this type of name. We want to specify from my side. So what I will do? We can use this command, then another option, con. We have lot of options, just like we type 2 times tabs. Then yes, we have, these are options we can use. So we can use these options. These all options we can use. These are the options. So Q. Then we want to give the name for the connection, type con hyphen name. So we can give the name. Suppose we want to give name, that is office, my head office. This is my connection for the head office. So we can give name, specify this, then type enter. So your connection will be created. NMCLI connection show. So now we can check, my connection will be created and it will automatically connected also. And we want to check which IP address we will get. We can check NMCLI connection. So what is my connection name is my office. So we can check at this time we have any IP address. So there is no IP address in my connection. We can check because by default it is obtain the IP address from DHCP server, because at this time my system we have no IP address. You can show the connection failed. Connection failed because at this time we have no DHCP server, so it not obtain the IP address. We want to check the IP address, we can use ADDR command. So we can check there is no IP address in my interface. There is no IP address in my interface. And we want to assign the IP address. When we create a connection at this time, we want to assign the IP address also at the time of the creation of the connection. So we can give the IP address both. How I can assign this? Suppose first we delete this connection. This is deleted. And at the time of the creation, we want to assign the IP address. Which command we will use? We can use IP version 4.LDR. Then give the IP. Have you heard about the classes of the IP address? How many classes of IP address? In CCNA, you have learned also how many classes of IP address?
Class of IP address. I think 6.
There are 5 classes. Class A,
6.
B, C,
5.
D, and E. A, B, C, D, and E. Suppose if we give a IP, suppose we give a IP 200.200.200.10. Which class it belong? Which class it belongs?
A.
Suppose if we type /24, it belong to C class. If we type /16, it belong to B class. If we type /8, it belong to A class.
A class.
And there is no use of D class and E class, because D is used for multicasting and E is used for experimental use. Experimental use, scientific purpose. So it's used. In LAN, we can use only A class, B class, and C class. The range of A class is 1 to 126. This is the class of A class range. And B class we can use 128 to 191. This is B class range. And for C, 192, 192, 223. This is the range of A class. This is the range of B class, and this is the range of C class. So this is the range comes from this particular class. So this is C class IP. So we can say that. So this is A class. This is the CIDR value, classless interdomain routing. It's called CIDR. Then we want to assign the gateway at the same time. What I will do? IP version 4.gateway. So this is my gateway IP 200.200.200.1. This is my gateway IP. And at the same time, we can assign DNS also. So what I will do? IP version 4.DNS. DNS. We can assign DNS. Which is my DNS? 8.8.8.8. This is my DNS IP. Then we want to assign these IP address manually. So type IP version 4 method manual. Method MANUAL manual. And I want to create, when the system is started, the connection will be start automatically. What I will do? Connection auto connect yes. So this is the full command. We can use this individually. Suppose first create the connection, First we can use this. Then we can assign only the IP. We can use this. If we want to assign the gateway, we can use this command. If we want to give the DNS, we can use this command. We can set this individually also. We can use this only one time and individual also. Suppose we type. Now we can check my connection will be created and my IP address assigned, my gateway is assigned, my DNS is also assigned. Method will be manual. So we can check this by using show command. So we can check what is my connection ID, my head office. This is my type. What is the type of connection? It is Ethernet. This is the standard that is assigned by the IEEE, Internet Engineering IEEE. Okay, so this is the name and down. This is my DNS IP and this is the method manual that I have selected. We can give. So this is the command. This is the command. This is the IP address. This is my IP address and this is my gateway address. So we can assign in one time. So we can check. This is my IP address. This is my gateway. This is my destination. This is the network address. This is the network address. And this is my DNS address. So we can give the IP address at the same time. Then type Q. So how to, we have create a connection and give IP also, give DNS also, and gateway also. So we have give IP, DNS, gateway. Suppose we want to give the secondary DNS. Suppose, as you know that there are two types of DNS. The first is primary, the second is secondary DNS. At the same time, just like suppose in Windows we also give the two DNS IP address. Suppose properties, then TCP IP4. You have preferred DNS, it's your primary DNS. Suppose it's your primary DNS not work. What you will do? The alternate DNS will work. So you can give at the same time primary DNS here and secondary DNS here. Just same in Linux. What I will do to provide the secondary DNS? So we can give secondary DNS. So in this, to provide secondary DNS IP. So nmcli is a command connection. At this time we want to modify. So we can give modify connection, modify. Which connection? This particular connection. What I want? We want to assign the DNS IP version 4 address. We want to give the another IP. We can use another IP address command. We want to give gateway. We can use gateway command. And we want to assign the DNS. We can use DNS command. And what is my another DNS address? It's a 202.56.215.54. This is my secondary DNS. When we type this command, your earlier DNS IP will be replaced, but we want to assign this as a secondary. So what I will do? Only just type plus sign. When we want to add multiple IP, multiple DNS, multiple gateway, what I will do? We can only use plus sign in the before this particular command. Before this command, only plus sign is used to provide the secondary IP, secondary DNS, secondary gateway we can give. So only this command will be used. Then we want to reload this connection. So what I will do? Reload. So now you can check. your secondary DNS will be here. This is your primary DNS and this is your secondary DNS. So like this, you can provide primary DNS and secondary DNS. You can check here also. This is my DNS primary. Secondary DNS is not showing me, only here. Okay, we can check. So this is the command. We can check this IPA. This is my IP address. But here only IP address will be highlight, not DNS address, not gateway. We want to check all the addresses. We can use this particular command. So like this way, we can assign IP, gateway, DNS. Then I will discuss, suppose here, we want to check the host name of my machine. We want to check the host name of my machine. We want to assign the host name. So this is the file host. This is the name of the file that contain in etc location. So we can give the host name also. Suppose we want to assign the host name to my machine. At this time, what is my host name? Localhost. This is my host name. This is the command to check host name. This is the command. We can check. At this time, this is my host name and this is my DNS name. By default, the DNS name is local domain. And we want to change this. We want to change my host name. What I will do? We can use command host name CTL. This is the command. And give my host name. My host name is server1. This is my host name dot. And we want to assign the DNS also at the same time. What I will do? Dot exampleexample.com. So we can use, this is my host name and this is my DNS name. So we can give. Okay. The command is wrong. Set host name. This is the command. Host name CTL, set host name. This is my host name. But at this time, it's not changed. We can check my host name is changed or not. So my host name is changed. So just only when we exit, then again open this, your host name will be so. So this is the command to change the host name. And Linux has a number of mechanism to map the host name. What is the meaning of this particular word map?
I don't know.
Suppose we want, suppose just if you open any website, what you will give in the browser? Only the name. What you will give? Only name, just like Facebook. This is a name. But in background, it will convert to IP. This name will be converted to IP. So DNS is a server which help to convert to map name to IP. DNS will help to mapping. It will convert name to IP. So your Facebook page will be open. So this is your Facebook page. Because only we remember the name, not the all IP address. So there are two functions that are used to map the name to IP. When we want to convert name to IP, IP to name, which command, which utility is used? This host file is used to map your name to IP. And we can also use DNS. DNS is also used to name mapping. Or we can say that it will convert name to IP, IP to name. So we can use host file also and we can use DNS also. I will prove this. How I can use this? Suppose we want to ping with this particular name. At this time, there is no functionality available to convert this name to IP. So it will show me the error. There is no functionality. So it will check, again check, not perform any command. Suppose we want to convert this name to IP. What is the work of host file? Host file is used to convert name to IP. Name to IP. We can use name, yeah, we can use map. Mapping karna. It's called mapping. Name to IP. So this command will be used. How I can use this? Use vim command /etc. There is a file. The file name is host. In this, if we do the entry in host file, name and IP, so your name will be resolved to IP. Suppose at this time you have only one entry. The entry is of localhost. When we ping to localhost, it will redirect my name to IP. This is the IP and this is the name. This is the IP, this is the name. This is for IP version 4 and this is for IP version 6. This is the IP of loopback also. As you know, this is the IP of loopback. This is the IP of loopback also. This is for IP version 6, this is for IP version 4. And at this time, my IP address is 200.200.200.10. This is my IP address. What is my name? Server 1.example.com. And this is my host name, server 1. This is your host name and this is your DNS. First give FQDN, then again your host name. We want to ping this, also ping. We want to ping this, also ping. Suppose we want to just assign an alias, another name for the PC. Suppose we give PC1. It also ping to PC1. It also ping to this particular. Suppose we want to assign www. It also ping. So these are called the aliases. Aliases means another name, nickname. So now we want to give ping. So it will map the name. It will map name to IP. So it will perform by which particular utility? It is performed by the host command. It will convert name to IP. So this is my IP address. So command will be redirect to IP. Suppose we want to ping PC1. It will also ping. Okay. And we want to ping www, also ping. And we want to ping www.exampleexample.com. It not ping because we have do no entry like this. If we give this entry in host file, it will ping. Just same way, suppose my name, my original name is this, but I want to register my website like this. So this is your alias. This is your domain name. So like this, we can perform the entries in etc host file. Suppose we will give another entry www.exampleexample.com. It will also ping. So this particular file is used to map name to IP. So now you can check. It will perform. When the request goes to this particular name, it will convert it to this particular IP address. So have you any doubt regarding this?
No.
So we can give any entry regarding name, but at this time we have no DNS, so we can't perform DNS entry. When we have DNS server in my network, we can give the entry in DNS also. Okay.
Yes.
In the same way. So now, what is my another topic? How to validate the network configuration. This is the command to validate what is the MAC address of your link, what is the MAC address of your LAN card. So you can use this particular command to check the MAC address. IP, we have lot of commands. These are the commands we can check. We can use this command, we can use this command. At this time we want to use link. It's a link command. Link. In link we also have another entries. These are also link show. And what link you want to show? This is the MAC address of your LAN card. This is the MAC address. What is this? Have you know about this? FF. What is the use of
MAC
this?
address?
It's called
MAC
BRD.
address. BRD.
Broadcast address. It's called broadcast address.
Okay.
It's a layer 2 broadcast address. What is layer 3 broadcast address? Layer 3 broadcast address. As you know that there are 7 layers in OSI model. I have told you.
Yeah.
How many layers? 7 layers.
Yeah.
So this is layer 2 broadcast. And what is the layer 3 broadcast? What is layer 3 broadcast? 255.255.255.255. This is a layer 3 broadcast. When we want to give a message to all of my machine, which address will be used? This address will be used. One to all transmission. What is the meaning of unicast? One to one transmission. What is the meaning of multicast? One to many. And what is the meaning of broadcast? One to all. So it will send the message to all of my machines. You can check this also in your Windows machine also. When you type CMD and type the command root print, it will show all the routing information. Just you can see. This is the broadcast address. This is the broadcast 255.255.255.255. So this is the broadcast address. Now you can check net mask in this 255.255.255.255. So it is in all of my machines. This address will be found all machines in your network. So this, when we send one message to all of machines, so this address will be found all of the NIC card. So this is your broadcast address. And now you can check what is this. I have told you this. This is the broadcast setup of this particular network. Every subnet has its own broadcast also. We don't want send to all the machines. If we have a machine which IP address belong to this particular subnet, only send the message. So this last 255 belong to this particular subnet. So this is the broadcast of this particular subnet. When we type 255.255.255.255, it's a broadcast set of all the class. It can be A class, it can be B class, it can be C class, it can be D class or E class also. So when we type 255.255.255.255, for all the class, it's a broadcast address. This is only for this particular subnet. For this particular subnet, this is a broadcast address. So every particular subnet has its own broadcast address also. This is layer 3 broadcast and this is layer 2 broadcast. Okay, now we will move on another topic. What is my another topic is? So this is the command to check the connectivity. We want to check the connectivity to another machine. Suppose at this time we have two machines. We have another machine also. This is my one machine. This is my another machine. So we want to check the connectivity to this machine. Give root, then Redhat. What is the IP of this particular machine? The IP of this particular machine is 51. The IP of 51. So we create a connection NMCLI, connection add, type Ethernet, interface name is ENS, con name, connection name, hyphen con 1, then give IP version 4, IP version 4 dot address. Which address I will use? Suppose this is the IP, so 10 range. So we will give this 192.168.10.100/24. IP version 4 method manual, manual manual. So only give IP address, then end the command NMCLI. We want to up the connection. NMCLI connection so. At this time, my connection is not connected, and we want to connect this particular connection, not this particular. So what command we will use? Up, then connection name this is my connection. So my connection will be connected. This connection will be connected. So we can check the IP. What is the IP of this particular? Now the IP is 10.100, and we want to check the connectivity to this particular machine. I have connected to this machine or not. So first I will check the connection setting. Both setting are same. Okay, this is also host machine, and I will check also from here. Okay, both are same. Both are connected to same switch. So which command is used to check the connectivity? This is the command ping 192.168.10.51. This is the IP of another machine. So now you can check we have connected to this particular machine. So when we want to check the connectivity to another machine, which command is used? Ping. In this ping command, ICMP protocol is used. Internet Control Message Protocol. So these are my two machines that are connected to each other. And we want to check from here, ping 192.168.10.100. This is also connected. When we down my connection, the connectivity will be stopped like this. When we stop my connection, so what I will do? We want to down my connection. Down. So your connectivity will be down. So now you can check. At this time you are not connected to that machine. Now this is deactivated. Ping 192.168.10.51. Okay. Now you can check. It's called unreachable because I have no connection to that machine. But from this side, it will show the connection. What is the reason? NMCLI connection show. Okay. What is the IP of this machine? The IP of this machine is 10.51. And we want to check